Welcome everyone.
Hello, long time no see. Welcome to RAD podcast.
I think
Hello.
you remember me.
Yes, I think we remember all of us. I'm Radu. This is my colleague Adi and Dragos.
Hey.
We haven't done an episode
Welcome.
a while ago,
Indeed.
but we are back again, and we said to do some episodes while we have the time now.
True.
If we will have any time.
Because it's possible to be this one, and who knows how.
Maybe
after,
another year from now.
after how many days, years. Or
As long as our episodes are probably once a year, one episode every single year, probably is very okay.
Chill.
yeah, it's
That's
it's
gonna be
cool.
a chill episode.
It's perfect because in this way we have a lot to talk about. Because otherwise,
It's good to give them time to watch like 2 hours episodes like we do.
yeah,
It's been a while. Well, what has changed in close to 10 months, let's say 12 months since we haven't done an episode? Personally, have you started any projects or something before this time?
My life.
Dragos,
Yeah, my life is a project.
you're living in the projects
Yeah, I'm
now.
living in a continuous.
Hopefully a never-ending project.
Yeah, it's
Let's-
endless.
Usually
So
when you
from-
say the project is like the
Now I'm in my last year at the university, and that is very.
have you started any
funny.
games? I don't know.
Games? Yes. I.
You're playing good your life?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Your life's a
Game
game
of life.
No, okay. What they are they are trying to say is that which we entered in few projects outside of this podcast and our regular jobs. These two guys mainly are good at developing, and they try to apply all their knowledges that they have. They got it from their unis, and they've started a game. To write
Yeah,
a
what's
game.
A video game.
So because it's like we thought that making or developing a game is like quite easy to do. We kind of find out that takes a lot of professions to create a game, because you need like somebody who knows audio, you need somebody who knows how to program, obviously you need somebody that knows how to do art.
Yeah, design.
So
and,
it's not like
yeah.
plus it's not like you go
storyteller
there
and-
and just do it and that's it. So you need
Yeah,
like a
it's-
creative part, you need a really mathematical part.
So it's not like a Lego where you have the parts, you just put the parts together and that's it.
Yeah, you can have
Yeah.
like a vision wherever the game could go, but it's hard to execute.
The vision is nice to have it, and we all are dreamers in general.
Yes.
We know that, probably you on the other side of the camera, but it's hard to apply the knowledge and it's hard to put it all together. On my side, I did bring the music, the music part, because and maybe I will try to make some sound effects, just shaping out the game.
I think it's hard to even to create sound effects for a game. It's really difficult.
Yes, it is. It's definitely.
Because you wouldn't think, like, for example, a walking sound, somebody who walks on a pavement or something, you need to put a microphone
Yes.
near it, or you just could
Yeah, 'cause,
Google it and
in
find it
this
on Google. But
in this way you create the atmosphere there.
the
It's
more
not
it's
like a plain
tailored to
yeah.
your game, the
Yeah,
better it's
yeah.
gonna be if it's
Yeah,
tailored
true.
to a game. So it's not easy to create like weird, I don't know, sword.
Yeah, I mean, like
Pulling out the
any
sword of the
like
sea.
any dreamers that is living in 2024, we end up checking the YouTube quite a lot,
Yeah.
and YouTube is a school, if you want, if you are a good guy and you look for the right things. But then you've got different concepts, different point of views, and when you start putting them together, something that Radu end up facing is they are not always like very well to weld, and they're not getting together.
It's just because everybody has a particular job in its
Yeah.
own right. Because if you're gonna be a sound engineer, you need to be done in doing some bit of sound engineering school, right?
Yeah,
If you're gonna do some artwork, you need to know how to draw in
And also I think
some
that
programs and know how to do it.
because this is our first project, we don't have like a template to know, okay, in this week we're gonna start designing the main character, next week we're gonna do the map and so on. So we don't have exactly like
Let's
Yeah.
start with just
Yeah.
saying what the game is about, right? Would you want to start yourself? And what's the name of the game?
What's the name of the game?
Who am I?
Who am I? Yeah.
And kind of the point of the game is that it's like you
you don't when you start.
you don't know exactly who
Yeah.
you are when you're starting. It's like a kind of a journey, so it's an RPG that is free world. I would want to make it like a free world. You can move and hover around wherever you want. Obviously with
open world,
with a progression for your quest line, but mostly the game itself, we just made up the main menu. We're kind of working on the first level, and we came across like
you know, that's why if we don't have a structure from the beginning, you'll start to build this, and then you want to add more and more, and
especially
that's not a good way to do something like this. Maybe we need like a structure to know what to do, because otherwise you'll not keep your story in that line.
I think it's better. For my opinion, if I'm gonna be a developer, I would not want to have like, this is the story, I'm sticking to it necessarily.
Yeah, but
whereas it's gonna change the more they're gonna do the game, you know.
For me now, if I think,
but you need like a general idea.
Yeah, because otherwise some
it,
parts will not work with other parts. There will not be a story to be told in a
linear,
not linear,
way.
To be, I don't know now the word, to be like a one story, not many stories.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is obvious that we have in front of our faces managerial crisis right now. I mean, they wish to do great things, they start doing it, but then they get lost. I mean, it's natural, it's normal, you know. No one is paying you, it's not a job, you don't have a manager to, you know, all the time stress you out. It's all right.
That's not necessarily that you need somebody that will stress you out, because that's not going to make you progress. It's just like having a mentor or somebody who knows how doing a game beforehand, and coming and seeing like, this is supposed to be done like this, and this should be done like the other way.
If you don't have a deadline to your project,
you'll
thing. Keep doing, okay, let's add this. I've seen in that game.
Never ending.
Yeah, I've seen in that game an explosion. Maybe we can put it in our game also.
Let's put a deadline to the game. Should be released by the end of this year.
Yeah, that's the let's say an end goal like this.
I think that's the way to do it.
That's very unrealistic.
It's unrealistic. We can do a demo. I mean, just level one.
It's level one. That's it.
And from that to see what other people are saying.
Also,
about this.
The game itself is just more like a medieval like vibe to it. So it's like about some sort of medieval characters. Bit more like dark stuff, but at the same time it has to be like engaging, so it's not necessarily like too dark. It's not a horror story, it's just the environment itself, it's a bit dark.
Just a classic
zombie
cemetery,
old, vampire.
Yeah, very old, like buildings,
gothic
churches,
gothic stuff.
But I'm quite interested about, I mean, not for me, but to explain to the viewers, those few
that viewer that one viewer you by the way, press that subscribe button. It's been a while, we need some people to help us out.
So how did you choose the character and why it looks the way it looks now? Please, one of you explain how the character starts.
Well, it starts literally like a ball, but the point is that we cannot say too much because it's obviously going to ruin the story.
If you know what.
But the main point of the character is that I had something in my mind that it's a progression curve. So once you're gonna start as a ball of light, which is the way that you
because you don't know who
you are, and the point is that you're gonna discover like more of your body.
Let's say you start like what is called like a
ball of energy.
Yeah, but no, I mean you don't have a face, you don't have hands, you don't have a body, and so on. You start
like every one of us, it's starting first. We are less of a body and more of a energy and feelings and intuition, but then later we start care about BMWs and how great we are, and you know,
we can see his watch. That's
gold and how to show up, and the general people opinions is more and more important when we forget about us and all our instincts. It's like life in general. It's just
well, we need to have fun. That's the point, because then you're playing the game to have fun. So
true. So
it's gonna be it's gonna be something like a journey wise, as you were trying to say, probably not just like a journey, but at the same time having fun towards this journey verse.
In other stories and parallel universes, we did start some courses. These guys are doing a uni level. They almost finished. I just started an apprenticeship, not at not a very high level, because I said I want to be fair with myself. I want to be, after 10 years of my last, really important studies that I've done, I realized that I've lost some of the knowledge, and yet it's about a different language, so will be not very very realistic to jump straight onto a uni level, even though probably I
mean,
could
for
have
sure
done
you
it.
could have done it.
I could have done it probably, but
you don't. Just requires more time, in my opinion.
yeah, it's a different story.
Even though you've been out of this, let's say this course life, it's not that hard to get through. So.
Yeah, but I got to, I mean, if I would be more
it's just time.
more sincere, I would say that I had some advantages. This course is done part of my work time. I'm paid equally. In the same time, I'm out, part time out of the operation, which is rewarding.
How do you feel that the course is? Do you enjoy it?
It's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, you are in front of the computer will be even more engaging if I would be in a real class. I'm doing online classes only, but it is amazing because basically we explain everything.
How do you feel about online courses? Are they like better than in class, like in physical ones?
I already probably said that in a different way.
So as in, like, how would you feel that in the future kids would like have a better understanding of the subject if they're doing it online?
No.
So obviously the if it's like more in campus or whatever,
face to face
with the teacher would be better.
It's important to have the experience.
Have you tried any other like tools like a general AI to improve your
No, but you can't do that
knowledge?
because they've got all the tools, all the means to discover that, and that's not in your advantage.
No, as in, I was trying to say that if you use a general AI, you usually have a question. If you're gonna ask the same question over and over, that chat is not gonna be angry. Why are you asking me this once? And then you ask it twice, and then 3 times, and doesn't say no.
Yeah, but now you are sure that agent, let's give an example like ChatGPT, will give you the same answer every time you are asking that question, or you'll have different.
Well, depends if you're doing like references and stuff like that. It's obvious probably. It pulls out the 1 year, post 1 year resources, but it's not real because if you're asking for a certain thing, it has to come up with an answer. So it's not going to say no to you. So
yes.
It's not be real.
It's exactly like a manager in a corporate world.
No, okay,
like,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure a real person will
not
not
references,
give you
but
same,
when I
same
talk
answer.
about questions about like
General
I don't know,
stuff.
is the moon, how far away is the moon? They're just going to give you.
Yeah, but no, that's
the mathematical.
You know
stuff
what
always 1 meter is 1 meter.
What we're doing here
general thing,
is
like
learning English and all the subtleties of using that. And believe me, there are plenty of them if you really want to speak properly English. You learn maths. Maybe that could help here and there, but I don't need it. Internet is full of information. Okay, and then we've learned the subject logistics in general, and obviously with a relatively long experience in such a background. For me, it's easy to start describing and explaining the processes in my own words because it's very important for them that you are explaining that in your own words. Because if you do copy paste from whatever you studied in the class and just reformulate slightly, there will be enough happy, but probably you're not gonna do a great work. I mean, you'll end up.
Well, this applies to I think every even if you're doing university, you're gonna have some people who copy paste and then tweak it a bit and then be like
they end up having a job and responding in the same way, copy paste, and they're not capable of getting out of the subject with the subtleties and things like that, and they will only be like now you have to understand, if you are not putting your soul and your mind into the subject, you'll be very easy
I mean, it's
changed by AI. AI will do it like this.
yeah.
Yeah,
But it's, I think
believe
it's
everything what the AI says, take it for granted.
granted.
No,
You
but
don't think with your own mind. With your
exactly. I mean,
own, and
if,
you'll say,
if
that
you
one
don't-
said this, that means it's true.
if you don't show up your real human side, your job will be very easily covered by AI. Very easily,
Yes,
you will be like
true.
just in 1 year, that's it. They will not gonna need you anymore in a company,
Yeah.
and this is happening already on the top.
It's not. I mean, I see it as just it's a tool. I don't know for you if you know what you're doing, it just saves up so much time. Because if, let's say in a level 6 or level 5
Level
in
six, yeah.
educational level in UK, in the past, I assume you had to go out in the library. Let's say you had to then find the reference in a book. You had to go and look like for 10 other books, and look for the particular subject for one line. Open the book, make a reference, and that takes like what, 1 hour, 2 hours. Whereas now, I'm not talking about ChatGPT. I'm talking about other tools that you can like look through the library and finds you like in 2 seconds where you wanna.
Yeah, but back then, when you
If you want a reference, talking about
yeah,
references
but
and stuff like that.
now, because it's very easy, you'll not feel you have done a lot of stuff, because you just search online on Google to say who wrote the book about trees, and
Yeah,
it's
that's good
it's
though,
gonna
because
give you
if you
an answer, and that's it. You'll not feel I've done a lot of stuff.
You're not
What?
gonna
You just-
remember them.
Yeah,
Because you don't have any links in
and
between.
you'll
I think it's more about being specialized instead of something.
or
necessarily
you'll
links.
rely
Because
or
you'd be really good in one particular thing, and as you said, maybe you can't like deter from your specialization, and then learn from, I don't know. Let's say you're doing maths, and then you learn a bit of human science. Let's say you learn a bit of English or other grammar stuff. Whereas now it's only math. It's only one particular way of going.
Right. In other news,
Other news.
how are you feeling, Mr. Dragos?
I'm good. Thank you for asking me.
I mean, I don't want to be too personal, but this guy had some problems.
Yeah,
with his
these are
health,
my
like,
personal
quite
issues,
worried,
and
but we don't want to get
yeah.
to.
So
So
I will not talk about that. But
He
now
will
I'm okay.
he
I'm
will
good.
not talk about that, but I just want to you all remind that it's very important, your health state. So think about that in your personal life. We don't have to talk about it, but think about that, and always be mindful of it. Don't go too crazy in your day-to-day life. How about is your driving license, Mr. Radu?
My driving license, it's somewhere in the ether, floating
between.
there. It's like an idea in my head that has to become real. But
It's just a theoretical concept
yes,
right
it's
now.
a
isn't it?
theoretical concept.
So this is how you understand that we are not talking about ChatGPT and bots. We talk about real people
Yeah,
with real
yeah,
lives. It might be boring, but this is how life it is. If it's boring, that means you live good.
Yeah.
True.
Because if it's challenging, then
If you're challenging, you wouldn't be on YouTube. If you're, that's the way it works.
because
You wouldn't be able to do this. So.
nowadays, as we very well know, you might find content amazing, very informative, and so wow, and so everything you want. But most of it is generated by AI, faceless, a lot of disinformation.
Well, I mean, it's just. I mean, we as much as we don't like it, it's like, again, it's a tool that people will take advantage of this system. In my opinion, if you can say it's smart enough. If you're smart enough to profit on that niche, go ahead. That's the market at the end of the day, because it's a free
but
market.
That's
So it's not a bad thing, because some people have took advantage of it, but it's just too much. It's the people who watch the AI generated things.
yeah, because
yeah, but it's impossible
promote it.
sometimes to make the difference.
we
isn't it?
cannot keep
You
up.
can these
We
days
cannot
you
keep
can
up the-
kind
with
of
the
understand which
technology.
one is
The
which.
technology is too fast for human brain. That's it. End of story. And you'll not know for sure what is real and what is not real.
It is hard. Yeah, guys, how were we gonna do to buy our first Lamborghinis?
Okay, when I have my first enough money to buy a Lamborghini,
First enough
won't
money.
be a Lamborghini. That's for sure. I don't want.
You're
Okay,
one.
what about you, Mr. Dragos?
Next year, maybe in the same
Okay,
saying.
So you really want
Next
a
time
Lamborghini?
on the same.
I'm not sure. I'm
November
not sure
next time.
about that information because if you'll keep going in those crazy holidays that you keep going,
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I'll go on another one this January.
You just came from where?
Yeah, I know.
Where?
I'm gonna go in the same
The
area.
same place. Where is that?
Not in the same place. I've been in Aruba. Now we are going to Antigua. It's an island in the same
What
Caribbean area.
What would you say is
See.
the best place to visit in Aruba? Is it like
Aruba
or is it
is-
like one of those islands that you just
No, Aruba
Relax
is a
on
very small island.
relax
So
with a beer in your
yeah,
hand on
you-
the beach and
You
don't
can
do
go on the beaches. Yeah, beaches.
Yeah, we're talking about the sand beaches.
Sand
No, no,
beaches.
no,
Yeah,
let's-
I mean
let's
on the
not-
sea next to the. There are 2-3 good places to go there, but it's a small island. You don't have any a lot of places to go and to be there. But the weather is good there. It's always the same, 30 degrees.
If you
and
get to
27, and that's it.
to remain
Celsius,
alone in an island, an empty island, what are 3 things that you would
that's-
like to have with you?
To have
That's
with
the
me,
oldest question in the book. What would you bring if you're alone on a stranded on an island?
I think I will need a laptop
A laptop.
Yeah,
What the hell?
and
It's like 40
Chat-
degrees outside.
In an
Shut-
empty island.
yeah, and chat GPT with me to teach me how to do stuff.
And then
That's very
what's the third?
unrealistic.
What's the third one? Because that's 2: a laptop and ChatGPT.
I
Oh, you need
believe.
internet.
I
That's the
believe.
thing.
I believe it's very unrealistic.
Yeah,
Mr.
of course.
Dragos.
No, I don't know. I've never had.
You could have said beer.
beer.
Yeah.
Unlimited beer. Unlimited beer.
It's more likely to have beer on an empty island than to have ChatGPT.
Yes, true.
I mean, where? Internet? Where?
no.
How?
No.
I mean, laptop. Where you plug it? You
Okay, I need a
energy.
knife. Or a
An
machete. A machete.
We need to do one of those shows where like you're stranded somewhere and you get like only one knife, pocket knife.
Yeah, but if you are
Bear
stranded, you
Grylls.
cannot choose what to take with you. You are on a plane. The
You-
plane is crashing.
Yeah, but you should
you are
always
there
have
and
a
that's
pocket
Yeah, but-
knife and that's it.
But what we do now, you don't understand because you do all these posh holidays. We just project because you never know. You
Yeah.
never know.
You never know what's gonna happen.
So project the future, man.
Okay,
So
I'm not.
think about it.
I
What
don't-
would you
Be
like to
prepared,
remain with in an empty island?
Pocket knife.
No, I don't think me and that's it. I don't know if I am just
Me and you and your wits, and you come out with the
I don't know. I
glass
I
of
cannot
whiskey and-
think now because if you can choose
Okay,
anything.
let's pressure him.
No, but you can choose anything
Now.
Necessary for survival.
for survivor.
Yes, because you don't want to die. Let's say you will stay there 3
maybe
weeks.
he wants to die. That's
No, I
don't
mean,
think
but
so.
what you can have with you a backpack.
Okay, but backpack is very vague.
I mean, inside of your backpack,
come
you'll
on.
have.
I'm hinting.
you'll
Pocket
have-
knife. You just have something with you, like a Swiss knife with every.
I already said a machete, a knife. You said, let's talk about.
Okay, no, that's a
Yeah,
good point.
that's it.
Okay, you can
Okay,
have
a
a knife. Yeah.
machete, because
Machete,
I can.
whatever.
You have to kill the zombies. that
Yeah,
are on
I
the-
mean, no, but with a tool like this, you can make other tools, or you can build you
That's a
a
good point.
shelter to
True.
to sleep at night, and I think that's all because you cannot take with you, let's say, 30 liters of water or of beer because you cannot. It's impossible. I'm thinking to have something what you can carry with you, not to. A boat to just drop you there. Okay.
What I've seen
this
really
is-
cool was on one of the shows they had like lint, like close to lint that was just pulling at strands of them, and had like a I'm not sure what type of rock it is, that was scratching the Swiss knife on the rock and made sparks.
to make some
And with the
fire.
lint was really easy to make fire because one spark goes on the lint, it just catches on fire really fast.
No,
So
I-
now from now on, if I were to travel somewhere, I would have a bit of lint, the pocket knife, and that I'm not sure what type of rock it is that you can scratch and make sparks to it.
Interesting.
Mr. Radu, do you have any posh holidays?
No,
So
I
you
haven't. I had one in Romania,
That's posh.
but that's
That's
not
posh.
posh.
These guys
Yeah.
will laugh. I mean, that guy. Oh,
Yeah,
that
the
only
only-
Romanian
the
guy that
only
knows we're going to Romania, man. I haven't been in Romania in a while, so I think like seeing Bucharest, it's just nice to see the place that I grew up in. Also, your family also is really nice to see.
I've been there one
So-
month ago or something like this.
He's from all three of us. I think he's the most experienced with traveling, so he's seeing
Probably, yeah.
regularly other other countries.
This year I've been where I've been. I don't remember. I've been.
You see?
I've
How
been
many
in
times?
No, I've been in January to Aruba. I've been to Romania, and I've been to Greece to that.
He's counting on his hands.
Of course, he doesn't
He
remember.
doesn't have enough
Let me
fingers on the.
And
When
you
I've
you
been-
go another place until the end of the year, isn't it?
No.
Oh, next year.
Next year.
Ah, okay.
In January.
Okay, let's
better
can I
now.
change the subject a bit? I do have something. I showed you guys that I wanted to buy a piano.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm not gonna give out the brand.
What brand?
It's not about the brand.
we don't care
but I
about
just
the brands.
want to ask Adi because he's in the
No,
field
but you
of music
can put on the. What is?
on the keys.
Yes.
Oh, the logo. No.
No, in the comments down.
Yeah, did you follow the if
anyone
you follow
wants to
subscribe,
buy
you
it,
can
to
see
buy
which
it, yeah.
piano I'm gonna buy. Point was that I bought a piano. What would be the progression curve on somebody who wants to learn the piano, and how is it like comparative? Because I tried to learn guitar like a while ago. That's like 15 years ago, and I found it a bit complicated to play it was a 6-string normal guitar, acoustic one.
Mm-hmm.
And whereas this one, I'm not sure how it's going to be the progression curve. Is it like a steep one, or is it like a bit soft and then it goes like really difficult to learn the piano? Because I'm assuming you can learn the tune wise, but you have to read the sheet. From what I see, the most important thing at the start would be teaching your highs how to read the sheet rather than, how do you call it, muscle memory on just knowing how to play a song. So should I focus more, for example, at the start to read the sheet rather than focusing on I like this tune, I'm gonna learn how to play this tune.
A piano is an entire universe in which all the particulars are in a complete mess. So you must be like a small guy that starts organizing that universe in something more comprehensible. So yeah, you might need to learn some basics regarding music theory and eventually how to, the hands positions, your full body position in front of a piano, what the height, what kind of chair you need. And throughout small lessons, relatively short lessons, and basic things that to make you to to be much easier to get throughout, and a bit of theory, a bit of internet, a bit of there are many ways you can learn piano.
I was just my question was more about like I've seen people on YouTube, because again we're going to talk about YouTube. They learned like how to play the piano. There was like progression curve from like 1 day to 365 days.
Yes, but
at the end, the guy was just playing. In my ear, was playing good music, but obviously some of the people who were trying to analyze his videos of the progression curve was saying he has to, as a beginner, read the sheet because you're a mechanical player, whereas then the guy who's reading the sheet, doesn't matter what he's gonna play, he can follow his hand is in the same rate with his brain because the brain has to interpret.
I mean, if you have any music inclination, any vocation, you might not necessarily need any sheets, any scores. But yes, if you want to be a professional and if you want to make, for example, any person in the world some sort of a musician or a player, a piano player, probably it might be easier to start, to understand the score and reading the scores. Because yes, the scores are theoretically showing you up step by step what you should play, when you should play, because it's time versus notes, sound amplitudes, and blah blah blah. It's more complex. So probably if you want, you can go towards that. If you have any music inside you can start only just straight
to the thing. I was already that man. I'm gonna go there. I like this song. I'm gonna learn that song. But then further on, I'm like, why didn't I just read the sheet?
Yeah, but because
I learn how to. I mean, I spend more time reading and learning without me practicing.
The reading and learning
and playing writing at the same time, but it's like a slower, more steeper curve. If it makes any sense. Because if you have the sheet in front of you at the beginner, be like, wait, I need to learn what that note is, and then spend like 5 minutes and then play it. But your mind can be getting used to it.
It is a very, very, very hard
whereas then you were gonna look, well, okay, let me put you can have on the keys. That's why I bought some. You can put the notes on the keys and just literally do this without looking over the notes.
I mean,
so which is, I don't think it's a good idea.
I mean,
that's how I'm gonna approach it myself.
Go to understand the notes. Go to understand the basic theories. Go to understand basic chord progressions. I mean, there are many ways.
And after that, do it like are doing with karaoke. You just
I gotta just play.
I mean, if you really want
play
to
Twinkle Twinkle Little Star,
to play in a different way than a professional way. I mean, not learning all the theory. There are more advanced pianos, more inclined towards beginners that have lights into the keys.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's you just following the light then. It's like
yes, but it's building up your musical memory.
True,
it's building up your like attention, and if you want it or not, it goes, so this way you don't need, let's say, if you don't have any musical inclination or like vocation, and you don't want to learn the notes and the scores and all the theory, that's a way to go. But if you want to be professional, obviously you go with the musical theory. Okay, if you have you're a huge talent, you might not need even the musical theory. You might just go into the piano. Is it such thing
as being a talent? I
think, of course.
I thought it's like
what do you
more
think?
I know.
You learn 1 + 1, 2 + 2.
Yeah.
2 + 2,
well, I have a friend, and she was trying to start singing. It's been a while ago. I haven't seen her in a while, and she was saying, well, at the start she wasn't that good, but the more that she practiced singing, she got better at singing. So I assume it's the same with playing a piano or playing other. We just practice more. And
she was using her voice, I believe. Well, it's one thing to use your voice that you have been born with and you use since
that's
the
the
birth.
thing. It wasn't that good. It's like one of the new singer, Ed Sheeran. He was showing off. Like I remember one of his shows that he wasn't that good like when he started, and then obviously you practiced. Talent is talent of things.
It is everywhere a progression involved, but you can't compare someone that has the vocation and has the power.
I think it's more about will. Like
and also there are people who will learn, like you have said, to read that and to do that. But if you put them in front, make a song now from three different songs.
Well, it's different. I think making a song, yes, and playing a song.
Or improvise. That's the talent.
Then you show up your
creative part.
Because otherwise you can have this in front of you and just read.
What is that in front of you?
What is this?
There are many people which are like automated, they just mechanically play the notes in front of them. But
that's not music. I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah,
personally.
I mean,
I would just want to feel that. That's why I
want to buy
a piano.
It's
so
like
I can
reading
feel the
without
music.
feelings. You read, you tell someone else story that have been written maybe 200 years
ago. You mean as a reader?
Yeah, it's the same thing on music. You just say someone else's story. You don't feel it. You don't.
By the way, you remember me about a particular time in my life when I was like 6 or 7 that I used to listen to Romanian radio music, and wasn't radio music, Romanian radio interpreted plays, and it was a guy who he could go inside of that character. That's why I wanted to listen to his to the shows themselves, because he was be able to put himself in that character with his voice, so even we wouldn't see the person, I can listen to him in the radio. So that's a good analogy.
So that's the difference between talent and what you can learn doing it again and again and again.
Have you listened to like the Romanian radio plays?
No.
It's some of those the guys who read the sheets, they're really, really good voice actors. That's
you are talking about the voice,
yes.
Or about the.
Well, it's the way that they interpret the shows, the things.
Yeah, I mean,
Did you ever play any instrument, Mr. Dragos?
Never. No, I have never. I tried some stuff, but not to
You
do
played
it
the
physically.
play the beer.
No, yes, no. I've tried to use some programs, some PC computer programs,
Mix.
but yeah, but that is not music because
DJing.
you are using samples. I mean, small portion of different type of instruments, and you put that together, and you think it sounds good,
if
but
you're
it's
good
not
at
your
it-
it's not your.
if you are very good at it, I mean, it's not an easy job. I
It's
tried
not
and it's
indeed,
not
but,
easy.
I think there are loads of like high-end
I've done
studio creators who
I've done
use
2, 3
exactly do what you're doing.
a few of this type of songs, and after that I said, okay, it's enough.
Yeah,
it's not.
I
it's
reached
not
my-
for me.
I reached my potential.
Peak.
Yeah.
That's my peak performance.
Yeah. No, because it was, you know what I used to do? You take a portion of 10 seconds and you repeat that portion for
Loop.
10 times, yeah. And after that you start to add. I mean, what I've done, because I've never tried to follow. That time I don't think YouTube was a thing.
Oh, that's a while ago. If,
Yeah,
if
a long
YouTube
time
wasn't
ago.
around, that's a
Long-
while.
maybe it
That's
wa-
before 2005.
Yeah, maybe it was, but I am not sure.
2000.
And this is, I started, I think, with drums, and you start with, there are, I think, 20 type of drums. Boom,
Yeah,
boom, boom,
probably.
boom, 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 boom. And after that, you add different instruments. Let's say, I don't know, a trumpet, a piano, like you said.
You should open your own studio.
Yeah. And that's what, exactly like you have, what, I don't know how to say, like you've said, with the notes. But
Mhm.
there were no notes. It was just small portion of
Lines
different.
and dots.
Yeah, something like this, line and dot. And
yeah, you had the DAW.
and after that, you have had some voices, but not like saying something. It was like just like I don't know how to say it.
Vocals.
Yeah, just vocals
Samples.
without words. And for me, some of them sound.
See, this
sounded-
could
yeah.
come handy if you're designing a game. Going back to the game thing, like being a software developer, I think it takes up your whole like life knowledge. If you were in this like kind of IT, music, art stuff, they would merge into one thing. Would be creating this game, because if you know a little bit of, let's say,
Everything.
really, yeah, a little bit of everything. If you know a little bit of coding, a little bit of art, a little bit of music, they can come like really in handy when you like come across something that you have to make like sound effects for a sword, or that you have to create a sword by making the visuals for it, and then you have to know how to draw a sword, and then you have to code the sword to make it physics to it, and you have to know the physical part.
Yeah, it's a video game is complicated. Sometimes can be simple, like a Tetris, you know, because you don't have a lot of moving parts.
Tetris,
Or-
I think
yeah.
it's one of those games that got like introduced when it was towards the start of computers, so that's why it got so popular. Whereas
but I
now
mean-
it's hard to
I mean,
like
I-
make a game like that popular.
I don't think it's easy to be done, but you don't have a lot to plan ahead to make, let's say, like what we are trying to do a map to
No, it's just
make a
it's just
a
a
story
whatever
and
10
a-
by 3 whatever board, and you have to just make some blocks.
Yeah,
It's
and
not
I
that
have to-
difficult.
the speed of game is increasing step by step, and then level by level, and that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Any other news? Any other things that you want to talk about, guys?
I think the best thing would be that it's been a year from our podcast starting, close to 1 year. So if you can help out, because we haven't done this in a while, just press that subscribe button again and follow
And give
us.
some ideas.
Give us
what
some
to talk about.
ideas of what we should talk about and what is captivating for the audience also, because we can just come up with ideas and just talk like this for hours on end.
For example, now I'm watching a series called From. This is the
From.
yeah.
Is
this
it on
is the
Netflix or is
no, it's on MGM. I don't know
okay,
what
fair
it-
enough.
It's
Uh,
Metro Goldwyn, whatever.
Okay, on TV.
And it's interesting.
Cooking, if you want to watch something, is Cooking Wars, I think it's called. It's like a new
Cooking?
2024 from Korea, but it's not like, imagine like MasterChef, but like 10 levels above that with the people, because they are only like professional chefs. So even for the people who compete, there are people who have Michelin stars,
Okay, so
and the guys who are above them are like a 3-star Michelin star judge and like a big 2000 restauranteur.
it's
whatever.
like
Those two judges are like above all everybody else, and they have to judge those
it's like
ones.
in karate. Karate, you have black.
They are like, yeah, well, I don't
yellow,
know
white.
how many stars they have. But the point is, like, this is like 10 levels above the Master Chef level. So it's like quite interesting to see somebody who's already they know how to cook stuff, and the guy is like with the 3 stars, like, this doesn't, like, you didn't boil this at 85
Yeah,
degrees, whereas you
was
boiled that at 80,
83.
90 degrees. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah,
It's like that's
true, but that is
quite cool to see.
that is art, and people are not paying
I mean,
to eat
from what I
art.
see-
they pay
From
to
what I
eat
see, the people
food.
who are like the 3-star one, Michelin star, he was really technical. That's the thing I would say about him, because he knew every single step for every food, how to do it on book-wise, and what
Properly,
temperature
yeah.
the oil should be, what temperature the water should be, whenever you do stuff like that. So it's quite an interesting show, cooking wars.
Yeah, it's true. I like to watch cooking shows. I have never watched this one.
It's what's one of those shows that you should
Alright,
watch.
good to know.
What about you, Adi? You watching any shows, or you don't watch any shows at all?
No, I'm just practicing piano. I'm writing some scores. I'm doing this apprenticeship. I'm working full time. And
He's a busy
I'm,
man.
I'm doing photography.
Oh yeah, you
As
can.
well.
You could talk about the last pictures that you took, because
Yeah, but you need
What
to
I've
show
seen-
the picture also.
yeah, we can post them in the link below.
Because to talk about the photo.
He's
photography.
been taking some pictures from what I seen with our group about some bees that went in a journey. So it's actually journey of the bee, but it's like sounds
No, these
difficult to
are some.
explain. But you can see the photos. They're like 4K, proper like nature show,
composition and
Some
National
sand
Geographic.
wasps.
It just needs a background voice for it, and it'd be create like a show about whatever the journey of the bee was. That's really
Yeah.
cool.
There's some sand wasps, which they were basically, they were living their lives. So what they do, they create holes in the sand, and probably they make up their families down there. And then
In the sand.
I saw, in those
Nice,
sand
the-
holes.
I thought
nest
it's like
is
in
there.
the nest is in the like trees and stuff.
No, but this is a sand wasp. That's why it's called like
Ah.
that, because it's behaving in this way, and it's not a bee. It's a wasp.
Wasp.
So basically, I don't know in how they do and what context, but they basically, I saw them carrying dead bees, like praise. Probably I don't know.
Yeah,
I
the
don't know what
two
they
fight
did.
each
Are
other,
they
right? The
hunt?
wasps
Probably
kill
I haven't
bees.
seen that. I've seen that it was carrying them and getting them inside of those holes. Probably they're feeding their, I don't know, the babies or whatever.
youngsters.
Yeah, it's quite interesting, and it's amazing that you can see them in such a high quality. You cannot.
Yeah.
You know, if you are not used with this kind of photography, macro photography at that level, probably you are amazed because you never saw something like that in real life.
It looks like, if you, as I said, it's like a National Geographic. Whenever like Attenborough was trying to say this bee was going from there, and he's lived his life in solitude for his whole life, but then he decided to go step out of his little hole. That would be so cool to do. If you could,
Sure.
if you
Yeah,
manage
it
to
is,
do a
it
show like this in YouTube, you have so much success, I think.
It's a great possibility. Nowadays people have different ways of wasting their time. Probably will be interesting.
I don't
you
think
will
that would
always
be a
find,
waste of time.
you can always find probably your audience, regarding those subjects. You never know. I could.
Yeah, it's
I
not
could
for
try.
general.
It's not for everyone.
for
It's
everyone,
very
but,
niche.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I don't know.
it's
I
cool.
personally would like that. That'd be
Depends.
something
Yeah,
that I would
depends
like.
of the format. Probably depends of
Yeah.
the music behind,
Yeah.
of the story, the way you write it, the quality.
Have
of
you
the
seen the show Earth, by the way?
Probably not.
I
That
don't.
doesn't.
It's kind of
doesn't
like
tell me
National
anything.
Geographic type of show that shows like the wonders of Earth, but it's filmed in like 4K, and you can see. It's not like an old show where the quality wasn't that good, whereas now even with the one underwater, you could see the whales and everything like in 4K, which is so much better to see it in 4K. Even though it's like why would make a difference, but it does make a difference whenever you want to see like real items in 4K. You would see the difference between them.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I've seen many others. Like,
Where can they find you, by the way? If somebody wants to see your work,
I've got a website called Rustic Photography. I'm in principle everywhere on the social media. I'm on YouTube. Probably it's quite hard to find me because I'm not posting so often. I've got a lot of content, but you have to structure it. You have to make it appealing.
at least if they know who you are, that's
rustic photography mainly, and they can
so
find
your content is more about it's been a while. That's why I'm trying to recoup whatever.
Yeah, it's about
happened.
nature. It's about
nature, photography.
You know, I mean, I do as
artistic
videos.
Yeah, I do small clips and things like that, and you can find them on YouTube, and I will post more and more. I mean, no problem, I can do that.
What about you, Mr. Dragos? Are you gonna post anything on YouTube? Where can people would you want people to find you outside of this environment, like outside of this podcast?
Maybe not.
It's like, find him, this is his address, you go there and follow him.
No, I want to say something else. Now I'm watching closely what's happened with SpaceX. I don't know if you know.
I haven't.
They are
watched.
trying to launch a new rocket.
You know what amazed me, by the way, sorry to interrupt. I think it's most people were trying to hate technically on Elon Musk with some things, but the way that whenever he goes in a company, he's really good at trimming the company down and keeping the productivity high. And that's what they made NASA, for example, be able to recreate the rockets and make them go back on launch, so they can reuse the rocket twice, which sounds like little like a sci-fi thing, like using a rocket and making the rocket come back again, having stabilizer.
This is what they've done. I don't know if you have seen. I think 1 week ago, this is what they've done. They brought back just half of the rocket, because this rocket is made by two parts. Is the main engine part with the fuel.
The boosters, yeah. The boosters,
yeah. And the rocket itself, and they brought back just the booster, and that's
probably the main part, not the booster, because the booster
the
probably will
entire
fall.
Everything. They brought
once
back.
they use the booster, it drops it down.
I don't know what models they use these days. That's the thing. What type of rockets they're using?
Brought back
the whole thing.
They have 31 engines or 33. I'm not sure. 30. Everything came back. And the what is called the container of the fuel, I think is 45 meter tall. They brought that back, and
that sounds amazing. Like watching Star Wars, and you've one of those ships
they catch it with 2 arms. That is called Mechazilla, and they catch it. It was not landed on legs.
The platform.
No, it was catch in air.
Oh, I thought it's like they had what I've seen a video. I thought it's like a stabilizer, like some. No, you know Iron Man, his suit that shoots like small boosters. I thought the same way that.
They changed their approach then, because they used to have the legs and.
Yeah, but they think the legs will add more weight to the rocket, and in this way, if it doesn't have the legs is the tower who catch the booster.
Oh, okay.
And they will need legs for Mars or for Moon, because over there they need to land on the Moon or but on the Earth they have this build. It's a tower. It's a very tall tower, and they stack the rocket there on this tower. They put the booster on top.
I don't know how much fuel would they use for this, because technically you would use, in the past they probably used like 80% of the fuel to go outside, because that's the main difficult part of escape Earth's velocity. And then how much fuel would you need then to go back?
You don't need any fuel to come back, because the gravity will drag you back.
Yeah, but it's like you're gonna go. You'll need some 1,000 miles.
You'll need some fuel, to stop the rocket from falling.
Yeah, that's like to stabilize it and make it stabilize.
But it's not a lot of fuel, because you'll need it. I've seen the entire video. They use it in the last few hundred meters. It's 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago. And they are planning to bring back also the rocket, but now they dropped it into the Indian Ocean.
No.
With the rocket is a problem. The booster is coming empty. There's nothing in there because all the
Yeah,
fuel,
it's just where the
is
fuel
used is a tube or metallic tube. They need to.
No, they need the
Yeah.
electrical components.
Yeah,
whatever
but
is-
that they don't have anything.
No,
to-
not talking about the booster. Whatever is above the booster. They need the
Uh,
shuttle itself.
Yeah, the
whatever.
shuttle itself. They just drop it into the ocean, the Indian Ocean, and since now there was no possibility to film, to have on the video what's happened when the rocket is coming back, but now because they have Starlink also. Starlink, they have
They have
internet.
The satellites.
Yeah, and
satellites
they are able to
See
take
what's
the
happening.
video signal from the rocket even when it's coming very fast.
Well, that's cool.
But
Yeah,
now
they're gonna
they
do-
have problem with the rockets because the rocket has some wings to be able to fly. They use that wings, and the shield, the protective shield for this rocket, it's start to melt. It's melting when
It
during
goes
the
back.
descent.
Ah, okay.
They need to. That's why they are not bringing the rocket yet back, because they need to understand where
What's
are the
the-
problems.
I can
and
remember
everything.
he was in one of the podcasts and he was saying that it's not like the tip of the rocket. It's not like a hard component. He was saying that there are ceramic plates
Yes,
close
indeed.
to
That's-
each other
that's
that
the-
dilute
That's
and
the
contract.
shield, yeah.
Compared to whatever temperature they're getting exposed to. So it's not like I thought like the tip of defense like one metal thing, but it's not like
No, because
multiple plates of
yes,
ceramic
small ceramics, yeah.
next to each other with a
Oh,
small
that's-
gap.
that's
so
at
it
the
can
surface.
contract and
Because inside it is a big metal thing, but outside.
oh yeah, probably.
That's
outside,
just a
so
protective
for
coat.
The, yeah,
Yeah, because
but
it
I've
happens
seen it
that
in
I
movies.
did
When
I
we
did
see
watch.
movies, you see it like
Yeah, it's the same, or it's similar with the space shuttle, NASA space shuttle from.
is it the same?
20.
It has,
It's similar. The space shuttle used to have the same
things, yeah.
same protective shield, like.
Okay. I thought it's like more like one piece of metal. That's like I don't know what
No,
type of metal that resists.
that piece of metal is used for the capsules when they drop the capsule from not now, Russians. I think they are doing that
Mm.
when they bring back people from the
ISS.
from the ISS, they'll drop it like a piece of metal.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And,
yeah. It's like
it's called the ablative shield or whatever. So that is just one
like a
big
UFO,
piece of
big UFO.
Yeah, it's one big piece
so
of
UFOs
metal
are real.
because the temperature there is maybe 2,000-3,000 Celsius
Whenever it goes
when it's coming
yeah.
back. Yeah, because the
Obviously the friction is
the
gonna be-
friction is. Yeah, it's interesting to watch this, but
So where
They
can
are
they
spending-
they don't want to be found on no social
who?
you are
Me?
you gonna create any content on YouTube? I'm trying to promote you.
I have
our
I have
podcast.
a channel with shorts, but maybe it's not interesting for people because it's about tennis. And it is
They
very
went too short.
so it's nothing interesting there. I mean, just watch it for fun. It's like
promote
TikTok
yourself.
or
It's like the
something.
best channel for shorts.
Best,
It's on your channel,
Just
You know
which
what?
is
It's amazing,
Which
but
is
they'll go there,
more money, more funny. And now I have 600 subscribers.
oh, that's that's better than mine.
I told you it's nothing. You don't make any good money.
Point
from
is,
that.
what's the name of the channel? Let's
I
see.
told you more money, more funny.
Really? Yes. Oh my god, that's a nice name. No way, it's more money, more fun. I was like, maybe it's Dragos grocery or something.
No,
Dragos.
that is my personal one. No, I'm talking about something to promote. What to see on my personal account. You cannot see. There
Oh,
are
okay.
few clips about me going in holidays, so it's nothing interesting.
No one cares. Everyone is poor.
Yeah, so
We can't afford. We
don't.
don't want to see that.
No, I have there some.
I was trying to promote him, that's why.
Yeah, I have on my personal channel a short video about underground from Bucharest.
Underground.
Yeah, the old trains underground.
Oh.
I don't know if you remember.
They're not that old.
Yeah, they are. The trains are from 1980s or
Yeah,
something.
but they look cool.
Not not the new ones. That one with graffiti and the.
Oh yeah, you mean the yellow ones?
Oh.
Yeah, like the
Yeah,
yellow,
yeah.
like
Like the Northern Lines on London, is
Yes,
yeah.
that one.
That's like those ones. They put them like on the side.
They are
not even
using-
a main one. Like go through the capital. like Uniri, whatever, they don't go
No,
there. It's only the new ones, but the old ones, they use them like on side.
These are only
routes.
in one line. It's a short line. They are still using, I think, 8 or 10 of them. They need to change it, but they still use it till now.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the train station thing, it's trains in general, they have to be changed. Little countries or few countries have the capability to actually do them and just invest so much money in transport. I think Japan, for example, like they change their trains like super fast and they sell them. That's why like all the trains in Japan are like super speed,
Brand new.
with
Not brand new, but very
magnets.
maglev. They are floating on between.
Magnets. Whereas
nothing
other
is
countries
touching,
don't
yeah.
invest that much for it. We are going to 1 hour, close to 1 hour.
1 hour. Please subscribe. Don't forget.
Me
And watch.
myself, I just have I have multiple channels. I
Okay.
have one for drawing, which is Rabawuki, which is gonna be down below. I just used to do in the past some drawing videos. I would very much want to go back and doing those type of videos. I think they are quite entertaining to make. No,
For
about
you,
seeing
yeah.
them. For me, it's entertaining for me to make them. I have a gaming channel, but also it's gonna be down below. I cannot remember the name of that gaming channel. It's been a while. I haven't done there, but that's the only 2 places you can find me: Rabaoki and the other gaming channel. So it's more about games and art. That's the main thing that with me. We might gonna do some, me and Dragos, maybe a collab demo of the game that we're gonna develop, and just post a short like video of it, and see how the people, you guys, like it or not.
Yes,
So
indeed.
Only you.
Only you.
You
The
guys,
one that
you
is looking.
guy, you guys are gonna like it or not. So
Yeah.
it's been a long episode. I think
Yes,
1 hour
indeed.
is more than enough for this episode.
That's true.
Do you guys have anything to add?
See you next time. Next week, I think.
That's a fast.
Maybe
Yes.
some ads.
Some ads.
Revenue generating ads.
AI
Yes,
generated
yes, indeed.
ads. I would just want to say thank you for watching, and see you whenever we're gonna see you next time.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say a
See you
date
in the
for it.
future.
See you in the future.
it's true.
So
Thank you
thank
for
you for
watching.
watching.
See
Bye
you
bye.
later.